Good morning, everybody. My name is Valerie, and I'm very glad to start the day with you. The other day I was going through an old box at my house, organizing and getting rid of papers. You know the drill. And I live in a small apartment, so anything I hold on to has to have a purpose. I just can't gather and keep things. So as I was going through my keep box, which is what I call it, this is the box where I'm allowed to keep things that fit within the box. Other than that, they gotta go. I came across these three Bibles. And these are the first three Bibles I ever had in my life. This one I received when I was 4 years old. This one took me through most of my childhood to my junior year in high school. And then this one took me through a big chunk of my adult life. And in a gazillion years, I would not be willing to part with these. Not because I still use them daily, but because I couldn't read the print in these anymore, frankly. But I keep them because they serve as reminders to me. I go back through these and I see places where I've underlined a verse. I see the notes I wrote in the margin. Some pages are even just warped because I cried on them. It all reminds me of God's faithfulness. It reminds me of that one time when I needed to hear from God and a particular verse was my answer. It reminds me of the decades of God's faithfulness to me and the decades of the power of these words in my life and in my mind. When I was growing up, we used to sing a song that says, "All the way my Savior leads me, what have I to ask beside? Can I doubt his tender mercy, who through life has been my guide? Heavenly peace, divinest comfort, here by faith with him to dwell. For I know whate'er befalls me, Jesus doeth all things well." These Bibles remind me all the way my Savior leads me. He led me and He will lead me in the future. He will lead you. God will not fail you. He will be faithful to all He has promised in His Word. Literally everything else, including yourself, including myself, will let you down, but God will not. And I encourage you today, if you've got some old Bibles like I do, pull them out. Retrace God's faithfulness to you in His Word. If you don't have an old Bible, get a new one today and start reading and underlining, and soon enough, it will be an old Bible. Psalm 145:13 promises us that the Lord is trustworthy in all He promises and faithful in all He does. For today, whatever it may hold, the Lord is trustworthy in all He promises to you. I hope you have a great day. I look forward to seeing you at church this Labor Day weekend. Renee is going to continue our Unleashing Peace series, and it's Communion weekend too. Blessings on your day. I'll see you at church.